All right. Hi, everybody. It's Will here. Very excited to be bringing you guys a live Scrabble Go stream today to debut. I guess many of you may have already seen this new feature. It's live PvP. So you can see this big play live button that you see to my right, I guess. You're seeing that in your apps right now. It's a really cool way to play the basic game of Scrabble in a little bit of a different way, a more dynamic way. And we're going to be showing you guys how that works in this stream today. And I have a very special guest here to help me out with that. But before we get to that, let's just quickly run through what is this feature? What is live PvP? So you're seeing this orange button. It's available in version 1.35.1 or above. I know that's a little confusing. You can see what version you have in your profile on Scrabble Go. So if you have a relatively new version of the app, you're going to start seeing this new button. And what does it do? It lets you see your opponent placing tiles on the board in real time. And they'll see you placing your tiles on the board in real time as well. It also adds a timer component where you can see how long both you and your opponent are taking to make your plays. You can see how long the two of you have been spending on this particular game. And how it works is you see that button at the top of your screen, that orange Play Live button. You tap that button to invite your opponent to accept the request. And if they accept, you'll start playing live PvP right then and there. And just a quick note, the timers that you see, they don't affect your score. There's no penalty. They count up from 0, which is a little different from some of the timers that you may have experienced in Scrabble. But the reason for that is that when you exit live PvP, the game returns to your untimed, traditional asynchronous game of Scrabble. So the match does not end when you opt out of live PvP. It just reverts back to the normal base gameplay. And finally, the boosts are still enabled. I'm not sure if I'm going to use boosts against my mystery opponent today, or if I don't think he's going to use them against me, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Maybe if it really makes sense to use them, we'll try some boosts. But let me just show you guys a real quick introduction graphic before we bring in our special guest. And today's special guest, as you can see, is going to be Conrad Bassett-Bouchard, the 2014 National Scrabble Champion. So hard pressed to find a better special guest to show off this feature. So basically, we are just about ready to get going. I'm going to now let's bring Conrad in here. So at any point, okay, there we go. Conrad is here. Yes, welcome, Conrad. Nice to see you. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah,
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm here in Oregon where it's not 116 degrees Fahrenheit anymore. So
Oh
it's
my God.
nice to be outside. Well, I mean, I'm inside right now, clearly, but in general, I'm working outside today.
Yeah, I have definitely had a bit of a heat wave here in Pennsylvania, but seeing the triple digits out where you are has made me shudder in in fear that it would ever get that hot here. So I'm glad it's cooler out there for you. And now at least we get to play some Scrabble, which is something we both
Yeah.
love to do. So, so I have, as you guys can see, I have my phone that's basically mirrored here. So whenever I do anything on my phone, you're going to see it happen on the screen. Conrad's also playing on his phone. Hello to all my opponents that you see here. But yeah, basically any time, Conrad and I are basically just going to play a single game of live PvP for you guys all to watch. And we're going to try to have some fun with it. Not going to go too crazy with the super intense live commentary. But if I have an opportunity to say something, I can draw on the screen and show you guys everything that's going on. So yeah, anytime you're ready, Conrad, feel free to start that game and make sure. I think you have to actually play a move in the game, and then I'll see it
Okay,
in my carousel.
cool. I did start the
Um,
game, but yeah, I'll
yeah.
think about my
So
first
once,
move here.
yeah, once Conrad makes his move, we'll get the game, and then we will show off the live PvP feature, which I think is really cool. I love the idea of seeing the tiles appearing on the board when your opponent plays. Okay,
All
there it
right,
is.
I'm ready to
So I
play.
have a request from Conrad, whose average word score of 36 is higher than mine of 35. So that's not good news for me. And he's played Bog. All right, so let's see how this. So you can see I'm going to hit play live on this top part of the screen. And
Oh, nice.
hopefully Conrad sees that request. And there you go. There it is. So now you can see we are now playing live PvP. We've got timers. We both are sort of right here playing. And now I'm going to see if I can play a word relatively quickly. This is a weird rack for sure. I think I'll play this.
There's, there's a tile. Oh, tiles are coming down.
So
You were not
Conrad is
playing it
seeing the
before.
tiles. So the reason I would play this is just because I have this tile right here. But that's probably pretty. It's going to be pretty clear to Conrad what I have with this strange looking play that, that I've just
Yeah.
made. So all right. So now it's back over to Conrad. Watch my game board, and you'll see when Conrad's putting his plays on the board. You'll see I'm going to see where those tiles are going. It's pretty cool, just like a live game.
Maybe
Um,
I should maybe bingo against you. How does the chat feel about me bingoing against you?
I don't know if chat's rooting for me. Typically, if this, oh, okay, well, those tiles are ominously far away from the words on the board, so I think a bingo is definitely coming.
Yeah,
There it is.
but I need to think about that's not a word. I
Oh,
should well no, the one I have down right now is a word. But
I see. Okay,
I was
now,
thinking
so yeah, look at that. So you can see I'm about to get bingoed on. Not the best start for me, but I'm gonna do my best. There it is, unlaces. Oh, and look, it's this is such a tantalizing tile right here. If anybody sees it, because if that tile were one space in a different spot on the board, one space higher, I would have a really nice. Maybe they'll let me place this here. Nope, it's not. It doesn't seem to be allowing me. Okay, so I'll have to come up with something different. Let's see. Definitely want to make sure that with these tiles, I really don't want these two to stay on my rack. I need to use them somewhere. So how can I do that? Um, I think I'm not sure I can use both of them very productively. I don't think this is a very good play. If I play that, that doesn't feel very good to me. So I think I'm going to play.
But we're all about you not making good plays.
Well, that's one way of thinking. It's totally a matter of perspective. From your perspective, me making bad plays would be great. And I am known to do that from time to time. Let's see. I will just. Sadly, I have to play something. Um, let's just speed this along. Maybe I should just play this.
You could exchange.
I could
You
exchange.
don't
I
have to
think I'm
play.
actually going to play this whole big word. It's very strange to play this, but I feel like it scores decently well and leaves a good tile, so I'm going to do this. I'm not
Wow.
convinced. I'm not convinced that's a very good play, but I'm going to do. Wow, okay. So um all right. I'm not thrilled with the play I just made, but we'll live with it. We'll see what Conrad does.
Yeah, we will see.
Um, so let's see. I'm gonna send Conrad some emojis. Who has some good emojis for me to send? I'll send this one. I'll send some hearts to him because I do like Conrad, but I also do feel that I need to send him a message that I'm gonna beat him. So I'll send him some knives. as well. So very conflicting messages here. And there we go. So I'm not sure what he'll make of that. You can feel free to send me some emojis back, and we can see how it looks when you do that. Oh, hey, Cesar's in the chat. Hey, Cesar. There you go. Conrad says, I'm winning, which is a correct assessment. So, yeah, what do I must have something
I
good here.
I should actually make a play.
Well, you've only spent, as I can easily see, you've only spent 2 minutes. So it's not as if you're taking forever.
Seems like a bad play. I'll make it.
Toothy. That looks like a pretty nice play to me. Toothy for 36. Are you actually getting an ad? Oh, okay. Oh, well, hopefully, I thought we would have resolved that, but that's okay. All right. Do I have
a Spanish ad? That was interesting. I've never gotten a Spanish ad on this app before.
Wow, you're being targeted so successfully. Do I have something really big here? I'll hold this up so you guys can see me actually doing this. Something ending in this, like going all the way here? I don't think so. Well, now that I put that on the board, Conrad sees that I did that.
Yeah.
I could do something here. I could play some fun words. I guess I could just play this. This is probably okay. I also have this possibility. This might score pretty well. I'm just going to go ahead and play this, assuming that there isn't anything too much better. And we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, bingo, you cheater.
Well, you got to. Why can't I? Oh, wow. Look at this, Rack.
I have to play off VLN. That's why.
Okay, so very quick response of a terrible rack, clearly, that Conrad has there, having to play 3 ugly consonants together for 14 points. So we like that. I'm still trailing, though. So I probably want to play something like this. That scores pretty well. I think that will do. So it's a back and forth game. I'll probably send some more emojis. Conrad did say I'm winning. Now I could say the same.
Yeah, but look at where I'm playing. How do you feel about those?
Hold on. Oh no. Oh, look at that. That's very not good. Not good. Okay, so that's my comeuppance for me saying I'm winning. Immediately I get bingoed on and am losing once again. So perhaps I should have thought harder about that. Okay, let's see. Interesting rack for me here. This is not... So Conrad, for those that have ever had the misfortune of playing him, the board is this right angle here of Boggs and Sui that I didn't really like playing that at the time, but now that's playing it to Conrad's hands because
you did it.
Yeah, because I have made a problem for myself with this right angle really sealing off a huge portion of the board here. I can't access any of that stuff. So he's really, really good defending his position. So I need to probably make something happen without going too crazy. I don't want to go nuts. I'm not losing by so much that I have to go crazy. So maybe I'll just do something like this. I don't know. It's not very good. Play.
Why not go crazy? What's the worst that could happen?
There's the worst that can happen is I lose a game of Scrabble, which isn't that bad. So you're right. That's really not so bad. There are many, many worse things that can happen to a person. Do I really not have anything here? I guess not. I mean, the only thing that I think is even playable from my rack that hits that would be this word, which doesn't really feel good. So I guess I'll just play this. Well, you know what? Maybe this is better. Oh, is this not allowed? Hold on. Oh, it is allowed. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do this because it's fun. Okay. So that's not terribly difficult for Conrad to address, but at least it's a fun word, and it makes some threat for me to come down in that spot. So better to make a threat than not. Um, Ooh, okay, so that's scary. Conrad just plays KI for 24. This has to mean that he has really good letters for him to be making a play like this, I think. That's my feeling about that. All right, well, what to do? I guess I have to play something like, probably something like this. The question is, how far up do I want to play? Do I want to do this? Maybe not, because there are a bunch of letters that can go across like that afterwards. Maybe this instead. How many? Still a lot of these. There's still a lot of this tile to come, so I can use them and not worry too much about it. So I guess I'll do this. See what happens. Yeah, that's. Oh wow, look at this now. So it's a close game at least. At least I'm not going to get blown out if I lose the game. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible to lose by a lot from
bingo.
here.
I did not draw bingo. You're safe for now.
For now. But can be at any time. The fact that, okay, so you can see Conrad's now played 2 tiles off on 2 turns in a row, which means my doom is impending. I need him to continue to get very unlucky, which I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe I can just play as fast as I can while he's watching ads. Now what? Now what? Not really sure how to navigate this situation. I have this here. I can't do anything with it.
Ooh, do you have a J?
I do not. I do not.
Say, I think you know that you could not do much with the J there.
Yeah. I have other tiles that don't do very well either. Do I have anything? I guess I can. I think Conrad only sees when I like place it on the board. So
yeah, I'm seeing you place stuff in places that make no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense there. Okay. Is it possible that this isn't horrible? I mean,
you're playing an X, it's horrible.
It's pretty bad. It's horrible. Yes, that's true. I just have no way to do anything here.
Have you considered exchanging?
Oh no, I have a much better play.
No.
I forgot this play. Yeah, I forgot this play.
You said prefer that play because now I have a bingo.
I made a bingo through there. Oh no.
I had managed to not draw well again. And you just gave me a spot.
I helped you. Okay, well, if only I had known. If only I had known. Cesar says, ask Conrad about Blad, because I was considering playing Blad somewhere.
So back when I was in college, I was working in a psychology lab, and they wanted me to code in Python, and I'm not really a coder. I definitely was not then, but Cesar was a coder then, and we're going back 12 years now. To tell you how long some of us have been close for. And Cesar was kind of teaching me Python / sometimes just doing the work for me because I was freaked out. And you already bingoed. What the heck? Stop cheating. And Cesar would make a variable instead of, it was for some situation where the program was supposed to fail or something. He would make the variable Blad.
I see.
And then, if I recall correctly, he then, in a TWL game in which Blad is not a word, played Blad against me, and I challenged it off. Cesar
because you thought it was a silly Cesar word, not a real word. Nice.
Yeah. and so it came off the board, and
And there you go.
yeah,
Every word can have a story like that if you play enough
yep,
Scrabble.
yeah.
So yeah, I let's see.
Ugh.
This is a weird, really weird. Look at this. There's some weird stuff going on here in the unseen tiles that can
Yeah,
be
I'm not
annoying.
a fan of your existence right now.
Yeah, I may be in the process of getting incredibly lucky, but we'll see. We'll
You're
see
pretty
what
good at
happens.
that.
I am pretty good at that. I readily admit that I often feel incredibly lucky. Oh, what's that? There we go.
On vowels. I need vowels in order to have any chance in this game. All right, I got vowels. Crowd can erupt because I got vowels.
The crowd's going wild because of that. I'm sure. At least I hope. Yeah, this is scary because of these tiles. Um, I really don't want to keep my highest scoring tiles for that reason because if I get another one of those, it's going to be really bad news. So normally I would definitely want to play something like something in here. I don't even know what.
Ugh. Yeah, this pool is looking starting to get a little worse for me too. It's not terrible. I don't know. You're probably gonna bingo out and
With this pool. That would be difficult. That would be difficult. Um, yeah, I just can't quite figure out. Do I have a play that goes all the way here? I don't believe I do. I mean, I have plays that do that. Like I could play this, for example, but that scores 30, but it really increases the chance of me drawing junk. I want to score as many points as I can without drawing terribly. Um,
also like to point out just how much more time you have used than me.
that's
Like,
true.
should I get a bonus for that?
That's true. You probably should. Yeah, you probably should get a bonus. Um, yeah, I need to use this tile somewhere. I don't know where yet. Um, does this make sense? It's 24. Maybe I should just, oh, I should probably do this. I think this is what I have to do here.
You probably should.
Yeah, let's do that. Sorry for taking literally twice as much time as Conrad here, but at least it's only in the 10-minute zone, I
Dang
suppose.
it. You're gonna bingo out with freaking airdrome. I already know it. Ugh.
I am.
Yeah, you are. Ugh.
Ooh, that's a okay. Well, now I pretty much need to if I'm going to win, but I don't think I'm going to. Um,
Might have an end game on our hands if you don't bingo then. I don't know.
yeah, this is
Now that my ad is done, I
yeah.
can see
So
your vowel.
Conrad Scott. All right, it's the end of the game. There's no point hiding it anymore. He's got a Q. He doesn't have an I. It's going to be hard for you to use that Q. Not impossible, maybe, but hard. Um, what am I supposed to do here? If I just play here and then you struggle to play your Q and then I play something like this, some combination. Oh, let me get those circles off the screen. Sorry. Um, tricky.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the one that's already used up most of the time, so I'm just going to make a move and
I suspect if you play made, which is what I assume you're doing, you're gonna win handily.
yeah. Oh, I was playing. I was gonna play DEID, so I keep a good couple of good spots for AMA. But you may have just given that you just gave me a possible better play. I don't think I'll look at it, but let me just see what are my good plays with DAE.
I'm pretty sure as long as you play there, you're good.
Yeah, I'll do what I said that I would anyway then because that's fair. I don't want you to give me the plays that I'm supposed to get to win, but yeah, this is going to be tough. I don't see a great place for you to use the Q.
No, I'm in trouble.
Um yeah. Oh, well, you are going to be probably blocking good plays that I was going to make there. So now I'm
Yeah,
not
but
100%.
I'm gonna open AMA for you, pretty much guaranteed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it looks like as is my wont, I appear to have dodged the queue and gotten very lucky. And
Actually, I've had the queue for a while.
oh, I see. So you
I
just
just
had no way of getting it out and good scoring plays.
Yeah, it was Pav rack kind of sucked. I was lucky Prexy came down, but
Yeah, you have to. If you had the queue with Prexy, you have to play Prexy scoring, whatever that was. What was that? That was like
69, our favorite
huge.
number. All right. Well,
Nice,
I
as they
can
say. Yeah, there's not much doing for that queue, so that obviously there's really no way for you to block. So I just play this, and that should do it for the game, I suppose. But obviously, it would probably at some point Conrad and I are gonna play like I don't know 50 blitz games or something in one
Yeah.
session. So that will be more definitive than this. This was just sort of a luck of the draw. Came down to the queue. So there you have it. So that was live PvP. You can see how the letters go onto the board. You can see, well, you know what? I can take a time penalty for this because I used double the time. So I think that should cost me roughly 25 points, which makes you the official winner of the match,
Okay.
which is fine.
Have you made your final play? According to me, you've not played yet.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. I am seeing that I have. I'm on the post game screen right now. So,
Okay.
yeah, not sure. And obviously, you guys can see if
Oh,
we
there it is.
were.
It just it showed up. Yeah.
There is a rematch live button, which I think basically we are on the hook for just the one game as a demo for everybody. I don't think we're going to go through an entire second game. But you guys should test this. Get a friend together and play some live PvP. It adds a lot to the experience, I think. Just to know that your opponent is there, see the letters as they're going on the board. I think it's pretty cool, Conrad. When you've seen like what is the difference between that from like a strategic perspective of like when you're seeing your opponent placing letters on the board? What does that do to the game?
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, like if you're playing a game in person, like people are putting tiles down. I think right now, like you could easily just be trolling me and just putting them anywhere. I would love a universe where like I actually see what the letter is when you put it down because
That would be crazy. Yeah, that could be.
that feels like you're playing at home, right?
Yeah,
Like
something for the future. That would be
yeah,
amazing if you could actually see those letters be played.
yeah.
As everybody on the live stream is seeing me collect some level up rewards.
Ooh, nice.
I'm sure that's the content that you guys were all signed up for. But anyway, yeah, that's going to do it. I think just a little quick stream for us to go through this feature. Conrad, I really appreciate you hopping on as my special guest for the stream. I'm sure we'll have opportunity to do other stuff like this. I hope people enjoyed watching this little game. And with that, I think what we're going to do is say goodbye. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And I hope you guys enjoy this feature when you guys try it out yourself. So any parting curses or anger towards me for luck boxing this game?
I think that you probably rigged the tiles due to your employer, and that's just how it's going to be sometimes. We're just going to have to look out for you in the future.
That's true. I've noticed I haven't lost a game since I joined Scopely as an official employee, and that's because I can pick the tiles I want out of the bag. So that's kind of a cool perk that I didn't even realize that I was getting when I signed on.
Yeah. Good to know for the future.
Yep, for sure. So be warned, opponents. Just a lucky game, of course. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and hope you guys, as I've been saying, hope you enjoy the feature, and stay tuned for more content from I'm sure the both of us, but certainly me, in the future on this channel. So all right, everybody, catch you later.